How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video will be another midweek magic. This time it will be an alchemy challenge. I don't really play alchemy, but I know that there's a new card that came out now. I have it on the deck that I decided to use. It's called Oracle of the Alpha. It will basically conjure the power 9 into the library, so that's exactly what we're trying to do today. Now, I played a couple games with this deck. It has a lot of control and not a lot of win cons. Probably Breaker Horror is the biggest one. Oracle of the Alpha is mostly because of the memes. Honestly, because apart from couple cards, you're not really gonna get a lot of value out of this because you can only play Oracle of the Alpha turn 3, but cards like Time Twister and what's it called, Ancestral Recall, and also Time Wall can give you a lot of value. Black Lotus obviously is the main one that we wanna conjure, but I've managed to get a Mox Jet, Mox Pearl and Mox Ruby as well. I played a couple Ancestral Recalls, a Time Walk, so it's pretty fun, you know. They really are trying to push alchemy to us. And again, it could be a fun, I always forget to do this, Jesus. It could be a fun game mode, but you know, not really my cup of tea for now, at least. The fact that we cannot really get into the games, you know, in the sense that we know it's never gonna be outside of Magic Arena, so I cannot buy an Oracle of the Alpha IRL. So it's different, but anyway, let's hope that I can show you a couple wins. It hasn't been an easy deck to navigate around. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna take out Discover the Formula, unfortunately, but two Fading Hopes might give me some scrying abilities, so not too bad. Plus Fateful Absence to deal with any early on problems that our opponent's deck might give us. Choice of Fortunes is a pretty interesting card as well. You draw two. If you don't like those two, you draw two more. Plus it gives you no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, and that's very important in our case because we can actually use we have a lot of, I'm gonna decline because of Oracle of the Alpha, but like I was saying, we have a lot of ways to draw cards, so you know. Okay, now I'm a little confused. I don't know if I should go with Key to the Archive and start preparing. I think I'm gonna go with Key to the Archive. I'm gonna go with Day of Judgment, honestly. I have to discard something. I'll discard the Arrow of Vengeance. Well, maybe not, because I can actually play. I'm gonna discard one of the Fading Hopes, because I can actually play the Arrow, then take care of the Ledger Shredder next time, because it's definitely going to use it, so. Okay. That's not great. So should I heal? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna heal Children immediately. And I'll go with Oracle of the Alpha. Doesn't really matter what Ledger Shredder does because we can always Fading Hope next turn. So for now, it's still not problematic, plus I can always heal counter. Okay, and now we have one set of power 9 in our library. Now another thing that this deck has, another problem for me at least, is the fact that honestly the games are super slow with this deck. Super slow. So that's not great. So I'm going to Fading Hope, the Oracle of the Alpha. I'll take a Fragment Reality. Next turn I might Herald of Vengeance because I'll deal with Ledger Shredder and I'll have, if I lose it I don't really mind. I can always Day of Judgment the turn after, so I think this is what I'm going to do. And that one is dead, and now I'll just chill a little bit because I can use Fragment Reality or Fading Hope to take care of the Puppet's Teacher, for example, or whatever, I probably won't. It depends on what our opponent plays. Like, if they don't play any creatures, I will maybe. If they play creatures, okay, they're going to give me a card. I can Fading Hope again. You know what? I'm just gonna be a little annoying. I'm going to Fading Hope again. We'll take some damage, but all good. Like, I'm playing a little fast and loose with my life. Okay, so we decided not to attack with the zombie. I'm thinking this is the way to go. He might have some counters, but I'll always have a chance of using. You know what? I think I'm gonna baiting him into a counter because next turn I can Fragment Reality. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is a little problematic because we're running a little low on life, and our opponent has several creatures. I probably should Day of Judgment, but this will be very helpful if we manage to not lose Herald of Vengeance immediately, because we still have one plane that we can actually use, meaning that Fragment Reality can kill either the zombie or the Airtight Resurrected. Okay, one Ledger Shredder. What will he use now? Okay, Rona's Warfare. Now I'll kill this one because the other one, well, this wasn't great, but at least I know that I can use Day of Judgment next turn, no problems, and kill two very important creatures on any blue deck. So not really gonna complain about that. I think this one is much more important than the Resurrected, even though it's very useful. Not 8 life. Let's see what we draw. No power 9. But I'll just go with this and call it a turn. We now have 2 very useful removal spells to use. If not, worst case scenario, next turn, Oracle of the Alpha again, which maybe is, I don't know, saving a couple counters for him, but okay, so let's immediately go into this. And now we just passed turn. Now we have a counter as well. Not gonna do anything. I'll rather counter what he's fishing for than the things that he uses to get them. So now we countered Childred, and we probably survive another turn. You know, because not getting pinged for 2 every time I draw is very important on a deck like this, because it's very easy for me to draw a card. Oracle of the Alpha also scries when it attacks, so really cannot complain about that. I have no idea what my opponent is looking at on my graveyard, but like I said, the games really, well, I was gonna say the games really go, you know, it takes a long time for the games to finish, but our opponent just decided to scoop. I completely understand. It's a very controlling deck. I don't really like these kinds of strategies, but it is what it is. And let's see what we get. Willow, guys, not great. Let's get into our second game. Okay, so let's see how this second game plays out. We've tried winning another game, but with 23 lands on the deck, we got like we've drawn like 8 because we started with 3 on the last game, so you know, when the shuffler doesn't really want to help, there's not a lot you can do. I'm gonna keep this. The populate is very important, and Choice of Fortunes is also a very good card. I don't even know what to start with, because I'm probably not gonna play Fragment Reality, but maybe I should. Yeah, okay, but I'm not gonna use it there. So I guess this is it. The good thing about, if this is like a mono red goblin deck, fantastic that I have the populate, because you know they're gonna start playing. They're gonna start putting a lot of creatures in, so I'm just gonna keep this. 3 damage. If next turn I'll take another 3, that's fine. I'm gonna take more than that, but 2 populates. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it because of the 2 populates, to be honest, because I might have to play them next turn. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do something. So let me think. I can go with Scribe Breach Tower, take out Raid Bombardment, or I can just use one of these. And the reason I'm doing this is because if my opponent has another Raid Bombardment in hand, then I'm kind of screwed. What is this? Gains haste, and now I have another populate, so I think I'm just gonna go with this. Worst case scenario, I still have a Fragment Reality to deal with Raid Bombardment, and 2 populates if he just, you know, puts a lot of stuff on the board. I still have this one too, so whenever it becomes blocked. Okay, so next turn I can depopulate again if I want to. And I think I do. Because again, I still have enough mana. If he puts like a, let's say a 4-4 or 5-5 with haste, something crazy like that, I can just fragment reality and deal with that. Which, don't get me wrong, is far from ideal, but it's also not terrible. So I think our opponent probably has a lot of removal spells in his hand. I can protect Oracle of the Alpha with the Valorous Stance. Don't know if I want to, but you know. Considering that my main goal now is Hullbreaker Horror, you know. So Ancestral Recall would be a great draw. Okay. We got a Black Lotus. This is amazing. You gotta love this, honestly. Like, a Black Lotus is very cool to just be able to cast, you know. It's great. You gotta love that this is happening on Magic Arena in 2022. We got a Black Lotus and we got it on video, so at least a short is coming out of this. Cannot complain. I'll clear on top. At the end of my opponent's turn, I can flash in the Hullbreaker Horror, sacrificing using the Black Lotus. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll do that now. And we got the scoop. Not only did we manage to conjure a black goddamn Lotus, we also managed to get a scoop from just the sight of an Hullbreaker Horror. So this was a pretty decent one. Cannot complain for sure. Plus it was a fast one. Yes, it was a scoop, but those depopulates really came in clutch. Let's see what we get now. And we get a Kildarian. Not terrible, but I think I already had the playset. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's try and get into the final game. Let's see if I can show you finally the cosmetic. I just had a game where my opponent had three Hallowed Hauntings in game. Like, you have no cards, right? No cards in hand, but 3 Hallowed Hauntings, so everything he played would make a ton of okay, I like this hand. Would make a ton of creatures, a ton of tokens. Crazy. Let's hope we get a little bit luckier with our with this game, you know. So our opponent is starting fairly slow, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go with Oracle of the Alpha. Get those beautiful cards in my library. Shuffle them up. And whatever happens, happens. What was this? Okay, so no abilities. But we got a Mox Jet. So that's interesting, right? I'm going to the archive. It doesn't make any difference that I this is very interesting. go with the demonic tutor, to be honest. Considering the colors our opponent is in, I really don't want to. I'll take out Fading Hope for now. Bait our opponent a little bit into thinking that we have maybe 2 Fading Hopes, maybe. I will most likely go with probably the other Oracle. Okay, so Mox Chat, Mox Ruby. So pretty. And I can depopulate and demonic tutor at the end of. No, okay, it's a sorcery, so I'll just depopulate the card, doesn't really matter. You know what, I'll go with the fairy for now. The fairy, and I'll do that, submit, and the land, I'll go with that. So I can actually do demonic tutor this turn, and I'll go get Okay, so in that case, I think I know what I want, and I want an ancestral recall. Where is it? Wait, didn't I have that one? Or here it is. Okay, so an ancestral recall will, let me get more cards in my hand. So that's pretty good. Unless we draw 3 cards, and that will be pretty stupid. If the fairy survives, which I'm going to assume it won't. Okay, this. Not gonna complain about that. I can, however, wait a little bit. Okay, that's good. So I think I'm gonna wait until my opponent's next turn, go with the flash Hullbreaker Aura, and then, considering what might happen, I'll use Ancestral Recall to call it back, maybe. So for now, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so Jetmir now. That kinda sucks, but I can still do that and take out Jetmir. Let's see what our opponent decides to do first. Okay, he's gonna go all out there. I'm going to lose, or will I? I don't even know at this point. Okay, now we go Ancestral Recall. Target myself, obviously. And I'll take out Jetmir. Okay, so I will not lose my I will not lose the game. I was gonna say I will not lose my Teferi, sorry, I was thinking, but I should have said I will not lose the game. So what happened here? We got Demonic Tutor, we got Ancestral Recall, Mox Chat, Mox Ruby, a Mox Pearl in hand. We managed to successfully cast Flashy Hullbreaker Aura. Cannot complain. The deck isn't great, I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's very clunky, but probably that's my fault. I've made some changes of the list I took out of the online. Having my coast, I don't think I have this one, but appreciate the cosmetic for it. Like I was saying, I made some changes and they probably weren't the best ones, right? Oh, I didn't have, so that's good actually. but you know, you should definitely have more oracles of the alpha. I had to make two for this video, and I only have two mythic rares, so don't say that I don't like you guys. Same with Fragment Reality, I had to create one, I think. It's amazing to see that I almost always have a Valorous Stance in hand, and I only have one on the deck. So I don't really know what's happening, but I think Magic Arena liked this card. But you know, cards like Lear, Hullbreaker Horror, Teferi, Key to the Archive is a very good card. I might try and make a different Alchemy deck to start playing with it, and maybe show you guys a couple more videos, because cards like Oracle of the Alpha and Key to the Archive are very interesting. There was another one that I'm not really remembering, but it also was an artifact that was pretty cool. So Alchemy is fun, I just don't take it seriously here because I can never use the cards IRL. If I had the Oracle of the Alpha IRL, I would probably think, okay, this is actually awesome, but it's impossible to do that. Anyway, this was the video we had this week. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton, and I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.